love and romance tarot readings. I'm excited for today's pick a card. Today we're tapping into your next fated union. We're going to see, why is this fated? Why is Spirit bringing you together? What is the purpose of this union? What will happen? How is this coming together? Who is this? What do they want to come out of it? And we'll tap into the relationship as well to see what your dynamic will be like. So that is our topic today. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, custom spell work, I got manifestation candles on there as well. All of that can be found over there. And other than that, you can pause the video if you need more time with the piles, and you can always pick more than one pile for all of my readings. For group one, we have the Sodalite Koi Fish, and we'll be using the influence of the Angels Tarot. For group two, we have the Amazonite Koi Fish, and we'll be using the Neopets Tarot. For group three, we have the Rhodonite Koi Fish, and we'll be using the Elemental Wisdom Tarot. And for group four, we have the Rainbow Stone Koi Fish, and we'll be using the Healing Waves Tarot for group four. So go ahead, pause the video if you need more time to decide, and we're just going to jump right into it. Alright, if you chose group one with the Sodalite and the influence of the Angels Tarot, this is your reading, tapping in to see your next fated union, your next fated connection. Who is Spirit leading you to, and vice versa? Who is being led to you? What will happen? What do they want to come of this? All that good stuff, Spirit. For group one with the Sodalite, please show us for group one their next fated union. Why is it fated? Why are they being brought together? Honestly, I feel like Spirit is kind of gearing you up for something more serious, and I also see Spirit putting you in an action-oriented energy. This connection is about getting what you want and also getting what you deserve. We have making the first move and let's take this offline. I'm picking up on a very specific message of someone who's been kind of chronically online for years, and then Spirit is showing me Twitter. That may have been one of the first social medias that you were really into or you were online a lot on. I'm getting an energy of Spirit saying it was cool at first to have a lot of people in your energy. There's actually a lot of people that watch you online, group one. This could also be like other dynamics where it's like people always gravitate towards you. Say you work like on the back end in HR, you may notice a lot of people like flirting with you. Like, I'm getting digital communication. So this could also be emails, or this could be communication from afar. I'm just getting things like that where it's like written word. But, you know, Spirit is kind of saying you've had a lot of people in your energy. And again, it feels like a long time. For years, you've had so many people in your energy. And now Spirit is really giving people the push to take action. And basically, it's like, okay, there's a few people who you have residual energy with. There's a few people who you have potential with in your energy. Let's go ahead and cycle those out first. Okay, let's see if they're ready to make a move, if they're ready to actually connect in the 3D, if they're ready to take it out of email or take it offline or take it, you know, wherever it is and into the 3D. Let's give them a fair chance. But if they're not, then let's open up our energy to other options. And I'm picking up on a whole different shift in energy. We have making the first move that has come out as well. So Spirit is likely calling you to be more ambitious, to be more action oriented. When you like someone, say something. Don't let something slip to the wayside. Don't let a connection fall through, you know, due to your own like ego or preference, you know, because that stuff, it does come back to the ego. If you want something, but you're hyper fixated on this thing has to present itself to you, well, you equally want it, so why wouldn't you go for it, you know? So Spirit is kind of calling you out of your head, into your body, into the present moment. You may find yourself feeling very sensual these days as well, very like even attracted to yourself these days. Yeah, Spirit is showing me a mirror, so you could be, you know, practicing glamour magic or goddess magic or, you know, self-pleasure with mirrors, in the mirror. I'm getting all sorts of stuff like that. So it's like your energy is so passionate these days, very ready for connection. And Spirit is saying, all right, you know what? We got all these people in your energy. Let's figure this out. And if there's nothing there, let's move forward and open up to new energies. We have letting it fizzle out and building trust. So for you, group one, I'm seeing that the fated connection in your energy is definitely people who you were meant to meet, but it just seems like for whatever reason, okay, Spirit is showing me the word satisfy. So it seems like they're already satisfied from whatever they get from you. And that's bringing me back to the first message where Spirit was like, okay, having a lot of people in your energy was cool before because it helped you build a platform, or it was satisfying for you as well, but now it's not satisfying having all of these eyes on you. It could even be making you feel paranoid, it could be having an adverse effect. And now, like, the way that it made you feel in the beginning is not at all the way that it makes you feel present day. I just saw 606. So I see that there's some connections that are in your energy. Spirit is leading them towards you so that they can move forward or that they can ultimately fizzle out. And we have the building trust card. So there's definitely someone significant in your energy that is worthwhile, worth your time. And Spirit's just like, all right, let's take this offline. Let's take this out of digital communication. And you may be also feeling with making the first move on your end pushed by Spirit. That's typically how it happens. Typically when Spirit is leading you to someone, that person also gets led to you. So that's kind of the situation here as well. Spirit, tell us more about their next fated connection. What is up with this? Yeah, we got reconciliation here. These are people who you felt attracted to or were already on your mind, and vice versa at a previous point in your journey. Now, I am seeing that someone honestly may have crashed out almost on themselves. We have learning and just desserts. So I feel like someone tried to play a game with you, and it didn't work out. And honestly, this could be vice versa. If Spirit had been calling you, make a move, and you didn't want to, whether it was because you were too shy and you couldn't overcome that and gain, the courage to be able to make your move, or whether it was, okay, we both kind of sat in the same energy, so we both ended up kind of losing out. Whatever the situation was, whatever the dynamic was, Spirit is saying there was some karma that was experienced by someone because of that, whether that's on your end, their end, or both. So I'm seeing Spirit bring you back together. Now we've learned some lessons. We've experienced some karma. This could be a delay in a relationship. To be honest, group one, you could have already been in a relationship by now if you had been more proactive. And vice versa. I feel like there's a lot of mirroring going on. So it kind of seems like less of a twin flamey kind of way and more just a 3D, we're in the same energy kind of way, where it's like both of us have been so attracted to each other, but neither of us made a move. So we both kind of ended up losing out. Oh my goodness, kind of thing. And both of you are kind of feeling like, all right, you know what? If I had a second chance, I would do a lot more with it. So we have reconciliation. This is applying to multiple people as well. You have at least 2 energies, if not 3 to 5, that many, yes. You have 3 to 5 people in your energy who are being brought back to you, and it's basically so we can know how to move forward. I'm also picking up that someone may be manifesting at this time, and that is something that happens a lot of time with manifesting. When you call in new love, when you call in new money, typically you start to see movement or even things go down in your love life or in your work situation, so that Spirit can say, okay, have we wrung out this relationship, this connection, this job of everything that it has to offer? So let me bring group one back to the forefront of this interviewer's mind so that they can have that opportunity. Oh, there's an opportunity to level up and get a promotion. A lot of people, if they get rejected from a promotion, that's when they end up leaving, because it's like, usually that's the final straw. It's like, okay, I've, done my best to align myself with something better, something more. Went through the interview process, they still didn't choose me. Okay, I've wrung this job dry. That's all that it has to offer. So let me go ahead and progress and move on and move forward. That happens for a lot of people. So that's kind of what's happening now. We have the worry card here. So I am seeing there are some fears. Maybe it's a fear of making the first move, or maybe it's a fear of connecting with people in the 3D. Spirit keeps bringing me back to that satisfying energy. That's the thing. A lot of people were satisfied literally just being able to watch you as life go on. It's so crazy. You have so many silent watchers, group one, people who have literally watched you like grow up. For some people, people who have just been watching and interested in your journey this entire time and just pining for you, waiting for the perfect opportunity. But the truth is, there really is no perfect opportunity. We don't even know perfection until we experience it. So it's like you gotta go for it if you ever want to experience it. And that's what everyone's being challenged to do. So you're being brought to some people are being brought to you. Now, if nothing comes of either of these, I do see like heavy, significant romantic connections coming into your life. We got the Marriage card, long-term energy. And I feel like that's ultimately why Spirit really has a fire lit on your love life, on this situation, so that you can progress, because essentially you're meant to move forward into the next phase in your life. The next phase in your life equals marriage or long-term partnership or something significant, something with some weight behind it, something with a respected title, etc., etc. And Spirit's like, okay, at this point, it was fine when it didn't really matter and you weren't meant to step into your marriage or long-term or, significant connection energy. But now it's not fine because it's kind of having a hold up on your life and your development just as a person. So we got to get a move on with this. Spirit, show us the dynamic you're bringing into their love life. We have the Hermit card. I'm getting an energy of building a home. Yeah, we also have the Four of Cups here. I'm getting an energy of building a home, but I'm also getting an energy of not being completely satisfied. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. You're kind of at a crossroads. I feel like if your next significant connection isn't significant the way it needs to be, I feel like you may drop love for a while and you may just focus on getting to the money, get into the bag, or leveling up financially, whether that's acquiring the home you've always wanted or acquiring the apartment or making a physical move or traveling, doing what you've been, wanting to do for years, or just on a personal level. So there's so much writing here. I see your next connection being really locked in, like really spending all your time with that person, giving your all. We got the Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So that lets me know Spirit is also bringing enough blessings, but also experiences into this connection. And if it turns out to be a flop, Four of Cups, and it's unsatisfying, I feel like this is the relationship that's going to change your mind and change your priorities. And I see it being more like finance-based, or yeah, we got the Seven of Swords with the Six of Wands. That is self-serving promotion if I ever seen it. Again, Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, so much money energy. So I see that you're looking for the best of the best, and if you don't get it, I honestly feel like you'll be taking a break from dating. And honestly, you could even be joining a movement or a group, a collective of people that are more like self-focused, self-development focused versus looking for a relationship focus, because we got the Seven of Swords. You've likely experienced some pain or some discomfort or just disrespect in the dating pool, and you are a hair away from choosing yourself and pouring into yourself. And Six of Wands is a huge like quantum leap, level up, promotion energy. So you're feeling like if I poured all this energy that I poured into my ex, into myself, I would be in a totally different position in life. I would have my dream life. And you are a hair away from giving up and, getting out of this sassy dating pool and, moving forward. We have be of service, maybe offering something to the collective, a business, a product, etc. We have forgive yourself, and we did have the worry card here, so I was picking up on kind of feeling like I don't want to make a mistake. Spirit is saying forgive yourself for wasting time, and I put quotations around that because no time is truly wasted. It all adds to you in some way or another. But I see that, if the connection is not connectioning, it's looking like group one might just choose a different path. So that's what's coming in for you. Spirit is bringing a bunch of people that have been in your energy for years, and that's the thing about social media, like it gives you a sense of, I'm already experiencing this person, this relationship. Spirit is bringing all these people who have been in your energy at the forefront, and also you too, bringing you to, motivating you to make the first move. And, if it doesn't go the way that you want it to go, not gonna lie, I feel like you're gonna swerve off on the dating pool, at least for a while. Still be open to fated connections, like significant connections. And I was getting that a lot of Spirit bringing in significant connections into your life. Still open to that, but just not making yourself super available. Definitely not chasing. That's what I got for you. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that's where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. you chose group 2 with the Amazonite and the Neopets Tarot, this is your reading. Tapping in to see your next fated union, your next fated connection. Why is this fated? We shall see what will happen. What is the dynamic? What do they want from this? Spirit for group 2 with the Amazonite. Please show us their next fated union. Okay, first card out, we got doing it the right way. I love to hear it. Ooh, we also have friends to lovers. Okay. So you know what? I'm getting two different messages here. All of you don't know this person. For a small portion of you, well, maybe 30% of you, this is a traditional friends to lovers situations where it's like this person is already in your energy. There's already romantic tension there. But the way that I'm actually seeing this, especially with doing it the right way coming out first, is that this is a connection that's growing into something romantic. It's not immediate. And I kind of like that dynamic. And I've been liking that a lot more lately. These connections have a much higher success rate because when you build friendship, you automatically are building loyalty. So you're taking your time to get to know this person, their character. You're building a friendship, a genuine trust in each other, but also a genuine care for each other and loyalty to each other. So I'm liking that a bit more. These connections last a lot longer, and it's like not based in romantic tension, so it's based in something grounded versus something that can be kind of fleeting over time. So I see your next fated union being someone that you're doing it the right way with, taking things slowly. I'm also getting for a small portion of you a religious energy with this, where you may be waiting for physical intimacy till marriage with this person, if that's something that you're looking for, and also integrating religion into your life. So this could be, you know, the both of you going to church with each other each Sunday, having little conversations, you know, after church, and then it's like, you know what, let's actually get coffee and see each other outside of there, and then let's, you know, go even further and let's go on an official date. Like there's a progression and a building of trust and a matching of values as well that's happening. And I just saw 222. That is what's leading you to this connection. Yep, we got the long game. We got the long game. So this is a fated union where you're playing the long game with this person. I get a very disciplined energy from you, group 2. I feel like you're like, you know what? I cannot repeat the past. I cannot do that unreliable connection or unreliable dynamic anymore, where it kind of fizzles out and leads to nothing, or where I'm trying to hook people in with the physical intimacy piece who don't even deserve it. That's the thing. When you build a sense of true loyalty and trust, this person earns that because they're dedicating actual time and energy to meeting up multiple times before they get that. We're not starting there. That's also where you see a lot of people start to feel entitled, having a whole hissy fit if you won't, you know, give it up and whatever. So, you know, especially in today's day where it's like you're seeing a lot of crash outs, I really like this energy. And we have deciding what you want. So go ahead and take some time to do that within the next, I'm hearing 3 days. Decide what it is that you want. And Spirit is showing me lighting an incense with a petition. So a petition is just a declaration of what you want your candles, your magic, your ritual, your incense to do. Write a petition. You can make a long letter and then fold it up. But Spirit is showing me like putting the petition under the incense plate and then letting that incense burn directly into that petition to amplify it and to manifest it. You don't have to do that, but that is what I was seeing. I'm seeing something very powerful about going about it the ritualistic way, the official way. You can also just decide what you want. I would suggest though writing it down for sure. Writing down like your deal breakers, your desires from a relationship, and put that in your notes app, and that'll really help you, especially if you're rotational dating, because that way after each date you can look at that list and you can say, okay, this person displayed these qualities, or actually they don't have anything on this list. This is not for me. That'll help you from wasting time. So go ahead and decide what you want. In the near future, I see you playing the long game here. Spirit, tell us more about this next fated union. Why is this fated? What will happen? What do they want from this dynamic? Yeah, we got clarity and love base. So another card about like deciding, thinking about what you want, being intentional is very important for you right now, group 2. We have a love-based connection coming in. So the purpose of this fated union is for something more long-term. Spirit is definitely trying to be a part of your life, but trying to bring you something that is like long-term, the long game. On this card, she has on like a white dress, giving a little bit of like marriage nuance, but she's holding her stomach, representing building a family. So Spirit is saying like we're meant to be moving into our empire era where we're growing and expanding and starting a family, even if that's just you, your partner, and your pets. But we're building something together, building a home together, or building something long lasting together. Like we're really locking in for real. And that comes after clarity. We have the two-way street card. So it's all about reciprocity. And I feel like that's one of the things, yeah, with the karmic card, you may have dated a lot of karmics, a lot of karmic lovers that were very cyclical because we just kind of ended up in the same cycle again and again and again, ended up in the same with the same result again and again because it wasn't a two-way street. I'm getting an energy that if you're honest, you may notice that you gave too much or overinvested in the beginning. People have to earn that. And I personally don't even believe in telling people how to earn XYZ from you, because that way people can kind of just mask and present themselves as a match to you versus actually being a match. I like to be more, lock-lipped with it, more quiet, and just observe and move accordingly, to based on what you're observing. So if they're doing well, they get to proceed. They get another date. If they're not doing well, they get cut off. Yes, we're standing on business. We're standing on business for the rest of the year because this non-reciprocal energy where it's like you're having to force dates or force affection or force someone to reach out first or force someone to do what you're investing in doing for them, we're getting out of that. We're getting out of that. It's a two-way street, and group 2 Spirit is saying we're done with this karmic connection thing. We got to get up out of this, whether it's a specific karmic you've been dealing with that's been stuck in your energy or whether it's kind of just repeating the same cycle with different people. We're graduating out of that karmic energy. Spirit is saying it's time for a love-based connection where your partners respect you, where they honor you, where they pour into you just like you do to them. So we can only do that. And you know what? Friends to lovers is a perfect way to do it because people can only mask for so long, okay? People cannot mask for years and years and years and months and months. So when you slow things way down and, you're not giving them a bunch of rewards right away, that's how you're able to tell. Because honestly, people will crash themselves out. People will take themselves out of the running, And if you're more observative and you're like, oh, if I don't reach out, this person isn't reaching out to me first, let me go ahead and put them on the back of the roster or drop them completely off the roster. That is how you end up, with people in your life who are only reciprocal, people in your life who are only deserving and adding to your life, not just taking. So I'm seeing that Spirit is bringing this person into your life, this fated connection, which is based on what you ask for, by the way, or based on your intention. Spirit is bringing this into your life for some more long game, more longevity. We have success in date time. So I'm actually seeing your next dating era being quite successful. And you may have had like a failed dating era in the past where it's like you dated some good people and it seemed like it was going well, but it just didn't actually turn out to anything. I'm seeing you having much more success this time because you're being intentional. You have clarity. You've decided what you wanted. And it's a good idea to go ahead and do a cleansing bath like once a month, especially when you're dating a bunch of people, having a lot of people in your energy. I'm also seeing like a yoni cleanse or whatever the male equivalent would be. Go ahead and get that sage out and cleanse that, that way okay, and cleanse that thing. So you can get that past energy off so that you can move forward, make some new connections that aren't based solely in the sacral chakra. So Spirit, show us their dynamic with this fated union. What do they want to come of this? What does this person want to come of this, and what is their dynamic? We have the Queen of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles reversed. So I feel like this person is giving you a safe space to give Exactly. I knew it was coming because we have the King of Cups here. This person is, oh my gosh, I love this energy. Queen of Pentacles with the King of Cups is a really, really nice dynamic. You got the emotionally tapped and emotionally intelligent, naturally abundant Queen of Pentacles. And you have the King of Cups, who is also emotionally intelligent, but in a masculine, action-oriented way. Someone who can be romantic and someone who likes to show how they feel. So Spirit is saying, I want you to be in that connection with someone you could really love because they're also pouring into you. So you're not pouring into a glass with a hole at the bottom. You know, you guys are like a chocolate fountain, just absolutely abundant. Everybody loves you. It's so sweet. I just love your energy. Four of Pentacles reverse, Queen of Wands reverse, without restriction, without a heavy sacral chakra energy. Queen of Wands reverse without like a bunch of physical appeal. You can literally just be yourself. I'm seeing this person treat you like a god, like a goddess. We have the Nine of Cups reversed. You know, I'm getting a really unselfish energy from the both of you as well with the Ten of Wands reversed. Because no one puts themselves on a pedestal and we both appreciate each other. We both have accomplishments in this life. We both got the sauce. We're both amazing people. Ten of Wands reversed. Things are very, very light because there isn't one person that's just Nine of Cups completely receiving while someone else is suffering. So this person, what do they want of this? King of Cups, they want to be there for you. They want to be emotionally supportive. They want to romance you. They want to have a lot of romance, a lot of love, a lot of fun. And yeah, I get an energy of your relationship dynamic being very romantic, honestly, is the vibe. Very romantic and maybe even like a bit of a work hard, play hard energy with that Queen of Pentacles. Very easy with the Ten of Wands reverse. No heavy burden on this relationship. Not having to be stingy and hard with people for Pentacles reverse because this person appreciates you. We have inspire others. So maybe you guys are having a little bit of a power couple dynamic where you're able to inspire other people and also majorly impact other people because both of you are fully in your power versus drained. Bottom of the deck, we have love as your energy. So in this dynamic, I see you really coming out of your shell. I'm picking up on someone who's had to be an ice queen, ice king, finally defrosting and able to pour into people, able to show love because you're not being drained of it. I love this energy. I love this dynamic. That's what I got for you, group 2. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the Rhodonite and the Elemental Wisdom Tarot, this is your reading tapping into your next fated union. We'll see. Why is this fated? How will this come together? What do they want to come of this? What is the relationship dynamic? All that good stuff. Spirit for group 3 with the Rhodonite. Please show us their next fated union. For group 3. Okay, first 2 cards out, we got Quantum Leap and all over you. My goodness. So Spirit is saying it's time to blast off into space. It is time to quantum leap. You will likely level up through this relationship, mind, body, soul, whatever way, or maybe even a combination of all 3. I'm seeing that this relationship is a reflection of the internal changes you've gone through, but also a reflection of the lifestyle you've been creating for yourself. So this is definitely a connection with someone who wants what you want, someone who also cares about leveling up, or if you're more into like self-help, self-healing, self-development, this person is on that already. Not someone you have to get into it, not someone you have to teach, but someone who is already matching that energy with you. I'm also seeing a strong physical passion and physical intimacy in this connection. We have all over you. So this person, they absolutely adore you, very much so attracted to you. They want to be with you. They want you. They crave you. And I'm actually seeing that that may have been something that was lacking in a past relationship or even weaponized to a degree. You know, maybe someone pulled back the physical intimacy if you weren't doing what they wanted, or they only were positive with you if you were physically intimate with them, if you were giving them something from yourself, bodily wise. And Spirit is saying, yeah, we're going to have to level up from that type of dynamic, from that type of connection. I don't know why it went so blurry. I think it's focusing on this Quantum Leap card. Let me cover that up. Spirit is saying we are leveling up from that dynamic. We are not doing that anymore. That has some way, somehow negatively affected you. We're stepping into deeper, more impactful connections that also have a lot more value with the Quantum Leap card. You know, people, places, and connections that benefit you. Ooh, we got Crown Chakra based connection. So I see that this person is already interested or already tapping into you. We have throwing out feelers, and especially with this coming out with the Crown Chakra based connection card, I'm feeling like this person may be throwing out feelers telepathically or in some sort of psychic kind of way, depending on your spiritual gifts. If your spiritual gift is deep intuition and deep knowing and deep resonance, that's how this person is throwing out feelers. So you're likely feeling this energy of safety, feeling this energy of like you're wrapped up in your partner's arms already, feeling safe, feeling comfortable, something like that. And if this is someone who is already in your physical 3D, then you're likely feeling their energy heavy at this time, feeling like, is this person sending me signs and signals? They absolutely are. And you may find each other like wearing the same kind of colors. And I'm seeing like top and bottoms. Both of you, like say you work together, you could both wear blue jeans and a red shirt and a white jacket. And it's like, what is actually going on? Or finishing each other's sentences, or you're thinking about something or humming a song and they say that thing you were thinking about, or they start singing that song out loud. That kind of crown chakra based connection. And the crown chakra rules like the dream space. It rules the astral, all that telepathy, spiritual gifts, all that kind of stuff. So that's the way you will likely experience them first. You will likely feel like a ping in your energy, like they're like you're a cell tower and you're tapping into someone. Ooh, we got throat chakra based connection as well. I love it because, you know, with the crown chakra based connection, the one downside about it is it can get too spiritual and you're not having real life conversations in the 3D to ground the connection and make it that much more real. I love that you guys have this dynamic where it's like, not only do we have this crown chakra based connection, we're spiritual with each other, tapping into each other. You guys are likely very much so feeding off of each other spiritually and having these deep spiritual conversations, but we're also talking things out. I love it. And we have a throat chakra based connection as well. So we love to communicate with each other. So your next fated connection is someone, you got the all over you got the physical piece, you got the crown chakra based connection, you got the, what is that? The spiritual piece. And then you have the throat chakra based connection. We're talking and we're experiencing each other in the 3D. We're communicating with each other. I'm loving this. All right, show us more, Spirit, for group 3. How is this coming together? Why is this a fated connection? What do they want to come of this? Yeah, is it too late now to say sorry? I'm hearing that. Okay, hold on, because I really got a voice for real, because I'm like, I really hit that, like, period. Run me my tens, because I really hit that. We have apologies, competition, we have surface level and messages. So as you're upgrading and leveling up to a crown and throat chakra based connection, I do see a message coming through with an apology. I can't hate on that because, you know, if people are taking responsibility, beautiful, we'll accept it. But, you know, this person with the competition card, that's likely not their only intention. So just be aware of that. And this is how it always happens. It's like, soon as you pull your energy away from people, especially if you have like any sort of soul tie or you've been physically intimate, it's almost like scary and freaky how they can literally pick up on it and feel when you're dealing with someone else, which is why it's like, why do all these people come out of the woodwork? All these exes come back soon as I'm dating someone else. It's because they're quite literally feeling they're losing access to you, especially if it's a significant connection coming into your life, like someone you're really falling for. So I do see someone coming back to apologize. If it just ended there, I'd be like, okay, 10 out of 10. I love this. I love a good like closure moment. But I do see this person coming in to compete for your love. You know what? And I don't want to automatically assume that this is negative, even with it being someone of the past, because not everyone of the past, you know, not every past connection you've experienced ends like in a bang or ends, you know, with negative energy. Sometimes life can pull you away, and sometimes it's challenges challenges that couldn't be worked through that aren't even like too negative. Maybe, you know, because with this person, I'm seeing you guys have a crown chakra based connection and throat chakra. So this could have ended this past connection, this person coming back to apologize because maybe they had a throat chakra block. So it's like they had a frog in their throat every time they really needed to communicate and they couldn't work through it. So it's not always like, oh, this person did you dirt and that's why, and so they're just X'd out. No, not necessarily. What I'm seeing, we have the surface level card. So I feel like the main problem with this person trying to come in, apologize and compete, I feel like their main thing that was holding them back was you guys didn't make it past the surface level. Maybe both of you were trying to be too cool. Maybe both of you wanted to be pursued, but instead of communicating what you wanted, you were kind of just more silent and reserved. Again, giving throat chakra block energy. So I do see this person coming back and they're trying to compete, and they're also apologizing for the part that they played in it. So you'll be able to take your pick and kind of decide what you want to do. I'll pull a few more tarot cards in a second to see like what might come of this. We got short-term clarity and transformation. So I see that this person saw you as something more short-term or more physical-based in the past. Bottom of short-term says just passing through. So maybe, yeah, Spirit is actually showing me two people pass each other at a concert. That would be a very, very specific message for like one of you. You passed each other at a concert, locked eyes, or at a party, or whatever the get-together was at a bar. And then you just kind of, you know, assumed there was nothing to it because it's like, okay, I'm literally at a bar. I've been at this bar plenty of times. It's probably not going to lead to forever. But I do see this person running it back after they've had some clarity, after they've thought about it. Also, after it's been a little while since they've talked to you or since there's been no communication. This person has gone through a transformation since you guys have connected. So they're trying to tap into that. Let me pull a few cards on them and then we'll go back to the first connection. Let's wrap this up. Spirit, is there anything of value being offered here? Why are they being brought back to group 3? We have the 8 of Coins reversed because you guys actually didn't even scratch the surface of what could have been experienced between the two of you. This is why this person is being brought back, because 8 of Coins reversed, you guys didn't even get a chance to work on your partnership and see what it could be. So this is just someone in your energy who you have residual feelings for, that it's like, okay, let's sort these out. Yeah, Page of Wands, let's pursue this. Let's go on our own journey. This person is being brought back to you to see what could be. And that does happen as well a lot of times when there's these big fated connections, especially something big like a quantum leap coming in. A lot of times Spirit will bring people of the past that you have these open connections with, open doors with, to sort it out. Will we move forward? Will we explore it? Or will we open up to something completely new? Let's sort it out so that these feelings don't pop up once you're already in a relationship. And then, you know, it makes you start second guessing or feel confused, etc. So this person is being brought back to you, Page of Wands, to explore the connection. 8 of Coins reversed, that was not explored before. 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This may have been someone who was put into your life because you guys had marriage potential or long-term union potential. All right. Spirit, going back to this quantum leap, this crown chakra, throat chakra based connection. What is their dynamic? What does this person want from this? Okay, we got the Death card here with the Strength card. So you guys are definitely having a transformation together. The older version of you will not exist on the other end of this connection. We got the Ace of Cups reversed. There's a lot of things that you don't like, maybe about yourself or about other people or about past relationships. And with the Death card, there's a very finite change happening through this relationship. Ace of Cups reversed, you're letting go of old people you used to be connected to, but also even old things that you used to like. We got the Magician, we got the Hermit, and the Queen of Cups. Definitely stepping into much more authenticity about what you like, allowing yourself to be loved, also allowing yourself to step into a little bit of a lover girl, lover boy energy. And with the Hermit card, really build and love and experience something with just one person, without competition, without drama, without toxicity. And with the Magician, this could be a sign that some of you guys are manifesting. And a lot of times that is how quantum leaps come through manifestation, because it's so quick, because you're pushing the energy in a certain direction, putting all of your energy and intention, and your spirit guides and spirit team or deity, whoever you're working with, is also doing so, to one specific outcome. So you start to have those like really quantum changes. And we got the Hermit card. I see that you're ready to lock in with one person. You're wanting something more long term. This person, they pretty much know that they only want you. And I see you guys growing, transforming with that Magician, manifesting with each other. There's a lot coming from this connection. So I see a quantum leap for sure, stepping into a new path with this connection, and they want something long term and they also want to transform. So I see you guys meeting on that note and transforming together. That's what I got for you, group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that's where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the Rainbow Stone and the Healing Waves Tarot, this is your reading, tapping in to see your next fated union. Why is this fated? Why are you being brought to this person and vice versa? What is the purpose of this connection? What will happen? What is your dynamic? Really everything. Spirit for group 4 with the Rainbow Stone. Please show us their next fated union. Here we go for group 4. First card out, we got more than one interested. So what I can tell you right off the bat is there is more than one person being fated to you. And I've been actually kind of getting that energy multiple different times today. So the message I've been getting with the other piles is that basically when there's something significant, an important big connection being brought to you, I think it was for group 2, their reason was people were feeling that they had something significant coming in, therefore they were losing access and they were feeling that in their energy, losing access to group 2. For group 1, it was more of a thing where spirit was intentionally leading these people to them for the purpose of basically clearing the connection so that there aren't these open doors sitting in your energy causing you to think, oh, what if, and have these questions in your, connection. So there's multiple different reasons this happens, but I'm kind of realizing it's quite common when you have a fated connection, something significant, an important connection coming into your life. Yeah, a lot of times spirit will bring people to the podium, bring people to the forefront so we can figure this out. So let's see what the case is for you, but you do have more than one interested. We have a let's take this offline. So right away, I'm feeling for you, group 4, that it might be that these people have been in your energy for a while, watching you online. And that's another thing you do actually see commonly with these online dynamics. People, it kind of keeps them from taking action towards you because they have access to you. And that parasocial relationship creates a sense of connection. And for a lot of people, it's just enough to satisfy that craving of you without needing to be fully vulnerable, without needing to invest too much, without needing to be accountable. If they could just watch you in all your, great moments, I mean, that's essentially what it is when you have a partnership. Like that person, they watch you, they support you as you're going through life. And then of course you have the romance piece as well. A lot of people will self-satisfy like the physical intimate piece and just kind of watch you online. And spirit's like, all right, let's take this offline. We got to work through this energy. We have a love struck secret admirer here as well. So heavy on the more than one interested. There are people who are in your energy who have been online feeling like they have a to and fro with you or feeling like they have a connection with you, but they actually haven't. Spirit is making that clear, making that apparent, and reminding them you can only experience group 4 if you're full on committing. Like that's where we're at right now. And then there's some people in your energy who are going to be motivated and pushed to take action towards you and the connection because they've been sitting in your energy, again, watching, admiring. I don't know what it is. Do you have pretty privilege? Are you like super hot or something? Because there's a lot of people who are so attracted to you, but it's almost like you make them like freeze up. Spirit for group 4. Belle of the ball, right? You have so many eyes on you. You're like always the prettiest in the room. I don't know, that sounds very egoic. Maybe not always the prettiest in the room, but you're definitely the belle of the ball. You're someone who gets a lot of attention. It could be because of your style, it could be because of your personality. Some people, they just got the special sauce. Some people just have a light and they naturally attract people towards them. I have a friend like this, and she literally got proposed to right in front of me by a complete stranger. And that guy literally followed us all around Vegas. We were on a trip to Vegas, and he literally proposed to her, got on his knee. He was like, listen, we can make this happen tomorrow. I will get the ring. I will do this and this and that. Just please give me a chance. Now, she didn't end up giving him a chance because the gag is she was already married. So it was all shits and gigs for us. We were just eating it up, enjoying our time, chaotic energy. But it's like some people, she literally didn't even say anything to bro. And she's an attractive person. A lot of people find her attractive, but she's not like supermodel attractive. You know, she's like kind of just like that girl next door kind of attractive. And the fact that someone literally got on their knee in front of everyone on Fremont Street and was proposing to her, it just blew my mind. It just blew my mind. So some people just have that special sauce, and I'm getting that energy from you, group 4. I'm feeling like you got the special sauce. It could be your personality, your energy, your aura. My goodness. Spirit for group 4. Show us their next fated union. Why is this fated? Why are you bringing this person into their life? Okay. Yeah, I'm actually picking up a weird energy. Some of your partners have been very jealous of you, A, or B, some of your partners kind of get a throat chakra block around you because they're trying to keep it cool. And especially on the back of you showing up as very physically attractive, I feel like a lot of people have a hard time expressing themselves or being themselves because they don't want to mess it up with you. And, you know, a lot of people might try to match your energy as well, or whatever they perceive your energy to be. So you could be someone who's like very talkative and wants to connect with anyone, will talk with anyone. And people actually seem to get a bit off put by that, you know, because you don't hold up the bad B aesthetic or the handsome lover boy aesthetic, you know, like they want the dynamic where they're kind of in a fan position. It's weird. We have surface level and tug of war. So like weirdly people were trying to compete with you, or there could only be surface level connections you've really been able to make because it's like people kind of got this throat chakra block, or even like a solar plexus block, feeling like I can't be myself around group 4 because they're too attractive, or I can't be myself around group 4 because they're cooler than me. I feel like I need to compete. You know, you may have gotten some weird experience. I'm talking like people showing you their bank accounts in bars or on dates, trying to prove to you that they're valuable. Like what in the world is going on? What is this energy? You may find yourself like dealing with people who are always gloating or bragging, and it always seems like they turn into this receptive energy after that. They gloat, they brag, and they expect you to chase, and you're just kind of like, cool story, bro. And you know, you're moving on with your life. Like, it's surface level, you know, it's like, I don't really care about that. I'd rather talking about like your beliefs or your upbringing, or just something deep, something interesting even. It doesn't even have to be deep, but just something interesting. And I don't know, people just, they really feel the need to perform and impress you. So Spirit is saying we're turning the page on that. We have loyalty and long term. Unfortunately, you know, and I have seen videos like that where it's like pretty privileges occurs, or being attractive actually shortened and tightened in my dating pool. I've seen that a lot of the time. So you may be experiencing that. And again, it doesn't have to be based in your physical look. It could be based in your accomplishments. Maybe you have a degree not a lot of people have, or like a master's, PhD, something higher up that's very respectable. Or maybe you went to like a college that's very well known, very respected. You could come from a nice family. You could come from money. That could be what it is. It could be your current job, your position, like whatever it is, your physical appearance. People just feel the need to prove themselves to you and to please you, but it feels so empty at the end of the day because you never actually end up getting to know anyone. You only get to know their accomplishments or their job title, and it's like, okay, but that's not who you are. So Spirit's saying, yeah, we got to turn the page on that. You get plenty of attention. That's not the problem. Most people, you know, the problem is the opposite. They kind of like can't get enough love offers to really be able to take their pick well. For you, I'm getting the opposite, where it's like, no, the love offers are here. The attention is here. Well, maybe not the love offers, because a lot of people watch the heck out of you. The attention is there, but the genuineness is not, and Spirit is saying, okay, we can't build a long-term connection on surface level or on tug of war. Spirit is saying, I'm bringing in a fated connection to you because I want you to be with someone who is loyal to you, dedicated to you in the connection, and I want you to step into your long-term era where you're in a long-term relationship, not feeling like you have to compete. Spirit, how will this come together? And also show us the dynamic of the person you're bringing to them. Anything about them as well would be greatly appreciated. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to drop that deck of cards out. There are so many cards that want to come out and talk to you. Okay, so first of all, we have the letter here. This is one of those tarot decks that have a few additional cards, and this is the Healing Waves Tarot. So the letter represents long-awaited, long-term communication, very synchronistic as well, and very serendipitous with the rainbow in the background. I see you finding your pot of gold, and I see finally incoming communication from Spirit about where we're going next in direction. So you're finally going to start to feel like, okay, I'm receiving communication again. You may have been kind of closed off. Spirit may not have been giving you messages, signs, synchronicities for quite a while. You may have just been doing your own thing and kind of dating. We got the Three of Swords and the Three of Cups, both showing up reverse. You could be seeing 303, 313, different combinations with the threes for angel numbers. That Three of Cups reversed and that Three of Swords reversed is a complete changing of path, a complete changing of destiny. So finally moving forward and having some progress after really being held up. We got the Chariot reverse. Spirit had you held up in a karmic connection, or you were held up in a karmic situation where the same outcome kept repeating time and time again. And I feel like that outcome or that scenario was people in my energy feeling flattered, taking me on dates, trying to impress me, repeat, because they're not sticking around very long because we're not actually connecting and getting to know each other. Therefore, we don't have the energy to sustain a connection because we don't have that true, genuine attraction based on, I know this person and I like this person. It's fleeting because it's more physical based, or it's fleeting because people are afraid to be vulnerable with me. That's another thing, giving a pretty person, an attractive person, your deepest selves is automatically going to make you feel very vulnerable, but also very flawed. So Spirit's saying we got to get out of this energy. As far as your dynamic with this person, we got Judgment and the World card. So I'm seeing kind of happily ever after, but Judgment is definitely a call to action. So I'm seeing a lot of big lifestyle changes and a lot of settling down energy here. As far as what they want from this, they want their happily ever after as well. So I see them also being called by Spirit to the forefront and trying to show up and do their best. We got the Knight of Cups reverse, the Nine of Swords reverse, King of Fire reverse, which is the King of Wands, and the Five of Earth reverse, which is the Five of Pentacles. So I see you guys stepping out of poverty, and I see this person stepping out of just the need for physical intimacy. This could be a very attractive masculine that has always been kind of used for their physical appeal. This person is likely tall, very attractive. Most people would say yeah, your person Spirit's bringing to you is attractive. But that's also been a curse for them because they haven't been able to make genuine connections. People have liked them literally because of their height or literally because of their look, because they're attractive. So they're wanting to break free from that Five of Pentacles reverse lack as well. So both of you are kind of mirroring each other. I feel like you guys have similar struggles, and I feel like that's why this is working so well. You understand each other. Nine of Swords reversed with the Knight of Cups reversed. I'm seeing a level up in connections, not so childish anymore, whatever that means. Knight of Water, Knight of Cups can be a very romantic energy, but you can get caught up in the activities you do together versus actually falling for each other. It's kind of like you fall for your life with this person and you associate them with doing all these fun things. So you don't actually really have that super rooted, grounded connection with them. It's more like I associate them with fun. I associate them with release, etc., etc. So you guys are moving out of that, moving into something more serious, and a huge weight being lifted off of your shoulders. Nine of Swords reversed, being able to relax, rest in your truth, and be appreciated for who you are and genuinely build something long-lasting and deep. That's what I see here. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon.